Red Curb Comedy. How we doing tonight? Good? All right. Thank you all for being here, man. This is a great reason to be here. It's for the veterans, giving up for the veterans. They've been working for 5 weeks, so a bunch of people that come up here have been working hard at it. We met every Sunday. It's been a really great opportunity. And like Chris said, nothing I'm about to say is representative of what they think, so hang in there. And you guys should be in the back room with us. I'm curing glaucoma with Patsy. It's wild. It's so good. You guys are missing out. I've been married for 2 years now. That was miserable. That's okay. I am too, so I get it. If you did clap, I know you're just sitting next to your spouse going, I hope they're buying it. No, it's been good, though. I am learning a bunch of stuff. Like, I love my wife. Every time I say it, it sounds like a question, but I mean it when I say it. I am learning, though, I think I like my dog more. And hear me out, okay? When I get home, it doesn't matter what kind of day I've had, right? Could be super stressed, awful day at work. When I get home, my dog reminds me, you're the greatest. I'm so excited to see you. Let's go. Everybody that has a dog, they know it's the best feeling. Doesn't matter what kind of day I had, my wife reminds me, you forgot to take the trash out, the dishes haven't been done, and you fold bath towels incorrectly. 2 years into marriage, I didn't know that was a thing. So, and if you're sitting there, fellas, and you didn't know that was a thing, she's just been refolding them, okay? I love my wife. I like my dog. I thought about it. I went outside. He went to take a dump. I picked it up, no problem. Didn't even think about it because I like my dog. If my wife started asking me to do that all the time, I would probably be like, I don't even like when she forgets and leaves the door open and is taking a dump. I think that's a moment between you and God, not me. But I love you. I love you. I just don't love how you smell all the time. I like my dog. My dog likes it when I scratch his belly at night, right? When I scratch my wife's belly, she goes, dude, it's not happening, go to bed. So, yeah. I've never once complained about my dog's in-laws. I don't know who they are, but it doesn't really matter. And I was thinking about it, too, when I was picking up the dog's leftovers. I think that we should stop judging our success in life off of like how much money we have or how many children we have. It should really be about how often you have to pick up dog shit. Right? And hear me out, because like I live in an apartment right now, okay? So I have to pick up dog shit every single time or else you'll get fined immediately. But eventually I'll be successful enough to own a house. And then I only have to pick it up like once a week, maybe even once every 2 weeks if I'm feeling like Daddy Warbucks, right? And eventually I will own a mansion and I will pay someone to pick up that dog poop, right? That's why when all the rappers are like, my dogs keep me motivated, I'm like, I feel you, Snoop, I get it, let's go. I did get bullied a little bit. I was thinking about having kids and then I heard Ryan come up here and talk about kids and went, yeah, I can wait, we'll wait on that. Because I got bullied a little bit. I think, actually, the reason kids are getting so weird now is because parents all took away the bullies. It's your fault, not mine. Right? I had a bully growing up, which is why I don't wear cat ears, you know? It's just what it is, right? Like, I remember I walked to the bus stop. I was excited. I was 13, right? Girls are starting to become interesting. I was really excited about my first day of school outfit. Bully's right there with me. He goes, you know V-necks were made for people with muscles, right? And I was like, all right, no more V-necks anymore, I get it. Thank you, because then I didn't start wearing cat ears. But, my bully was kind of vicious too, like would follow me to sports practices and be like, you're soft. You're like, why are you at my sports practice, you know? And then one time he went a little too far and he was like, hey man, I'm hooking up with your mom. And I was like, Dad, you gotta stop bullying me, dude, this is ridiculous. You know? So parents, if you get one lesson out of it, it's bully your kids. They'll be better for it. Part of the reason I got bullied was because I grew up just a little bit white trash. I'm from the suburbs, but my mom's from a place called Brazil, Indiana. Got a couple people. If you don't know, that's okay. It's not like South America, Brazil, okay? There's not like beautiful Latina women walking around with big butts and speaking Spanish, right? Your neighbors in Brazil, Indiana are more like, my name's Tammy and I used to be a smoker and I have 6 children. Right? That kind of Brazil. Which is why when you show up to school and you're wearing Shaqs, not Jordans, everybody knows, right? Because Shaq made a shoe for Walmart that every kid in America could own, right? Those aren't cool, all right? You get bullied for that, all right? But she didn't know the difference between Shaqs and Jordan. She said, put them on, you're lucky you got shoes anyway. I was like, okay. If you know anything about Brazil, Indiana, you know there are some trailer parks there, and for whatever reason, trailer parks just have a ridiculous amount of cats, right? Like an insane amount of cats. Like there are more cats per trailer than there are teeth per trailer. Like that math ain't methin', you know? That's not how that works. So I've been married for 2 years. Is there anybody else in here married? A couple of you? Awesome. How long have you been married for? 16. Wow, 16. I thought you were going to say 6, and then you added 10 there real quick. You're like, okay. 16, that's a long time. What's the secret? I'm just kidding. Nobody cares what the secret to marriage is, okay? Listen, here's why. The divorce rate is 50% right now, so no offense, ma'am, but your advice is as good as a coin flip, okay? It just is. And listen, I have a good piece of advice for you. It's not financial literacy or communication. Just make her put a wig on and change her name every once in a while. I do it, it's fine. And she doesn't judge me, because listen, I see the books that you guys read. 50 Shades of Skanks and Colleen Hoover, okay? You're not tricking anybody. I accidentally saw the book half open, picked it up, and was like, oh my, I don't even look that stuff up on the internet that bad, okay? Yeah, unexcusable. Yeah. She whispers, it's supposed to be Quinn in my ear, and every once in a while it's Christian. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll let it go. I don't care. Fine. All right, I'm going to leave you guys with this one. Anybody in here a fan of Charlie Brown? The Peanuts? Classic, yeah. Charlie Brown was around for 35 years, which is a long time, okay? And not one time in any of those episodes did Lucy let Charlie Brown kick that football. And that's messed up, right? Fellas, that's going to teach you 2 life lessons. All right, 1, you can't trust these hoes. And 2, if you do trust these hoes, they're just going to take your balls anyway, so what's the point? All right, guys, my name's Quinn Schlegel. Thank you very much.